Byrd, Belmont University.
Tell us your general thoughts about the upcoming season.
You know, I think our team this year has a chance of being an improved team from a year ago. We've got 4 starters back, a lot of experience, a lot of players that have experienced some success, which I think is valuable to your team. But we've also got a mixture of new kids coming in, and there'll be a learning curve, I think.
What do you like most about your team this year?
I like our players. I like the kind of guys they are. I like their commitment to being a good teammate and their commitment to becoming a better player and therefore a better team. I think that's what I like most about our team.
And what your biggest challenge for your team this year?
I think the biggest challenge that we'll face this year is the difficulty of our pre-conference schedule. We're on the road a lot. We're playing an awful lot of good teams. Some of it doesn't line up easily. For example, we play at Marquette, 2 days later at Arizona State, and then have a home game 2 days after that game. There's only a certain window to play games in November and December, and so we're going to have some challenges to be ready to play the next game.
And what do you think about the OVC overall this year?
You know, I don't spend a lot of time trying to analyze who other people have recruited, so it's difficult for me to predict the OVC this year. You know, teams are going to be different come January than we all think about them right now. Some people are going to be. UT Martin's a great example. A year ago, had a really good team. Weren't predicted to be that way at all at this time a year ago. Eastern Illinois kind of the same way. So, what I would predict about the OVC is it'll be unpredictable.
And what will it take for your team to cut down the nets in Nashville in March?
I think steady improvement will help us get to where we want to be in March and have a chance to win the tournament. You know, you just got to keep getting better. You've got to have a team that's ready to play at the end of the year. You can't overwork them. You can't overdo it. I think you do have to keep your eyes on that period of time. This is when we want to be good. Last year, we lost a game at Jacksonville State that made us feel like we weren't a very good basketball team at that point, and then we won 6 in a row to get to the NCAA tournament. So you can't give up just because you have a bad stretch.
And what impact, if any, will some of the rule changes have on the game?
I think the biggest rule change, which hasn't had a lot of publicity, is this officiating initiative to call the game as the rules are written. Our game's gotten too physical. The officials are hearing it loud and clear. Then they need to clean it up and call a foul that's a foul. And I think it'll have an effect on offense and scoring way more than the shot clock reduction will.
And good. Tell us a little bit more about your non-conference schedule.
It's difficult. Our non-conference schedule is always difficult for us. We have a hard time finding folks to come to Nashville and play us. We start out with Marquette and Arizona State in a 3-day period. We play a great Valparaiso team twice. We go to BYU. We go to Middle Tennessee State. We have our traditional rivalry with Lipscomb, home and home situation. We've got Western Kentucky coming to our place. Got to go to Evansville, a really, really good team out of the Missouri Valley. It looks like on paper it's as tough as any we've faced.